think it's going to be a really good battle. Shaun has attitude. He walks out there on the stage like, this is my freaking stage. I own it. Get off my stage. You are watching Muscle Central. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, turn on your notifications, and leave a comment. Okay, the Olympia is here. I think it's fair to say most of the hype would be around the open division, which looks like it's shaping up to be, it has shaped up to be one of the most competitive, if not most competitive lineups we've ever had on the Olympia stage. I think that has somewhat overshadowed the 212 division, although I don't see it as a competitive lineup like the open division, and that's no disrespect to the competitors in the 212 division. The way I see it, it's going to be a two-man show once again between Keone Pearson and Shaun Clarida. Can Shaun Clarida once again become the 212 Olympia champion? He was a 212 champion, lost the title, won it back, lost it again. He's looking to win it back. Can he win it back? What would it take to win it back? I think a lot of people would say that last year what lost him the title was that he tried to come in a little bit bigger, and his gut wasn't in check, and that's what had cost him the title. He was conditioned, but the midsection issue was a problem. Shaun is, what, 5'2", only 180 pounds on stage, has 30 pounds to go before he's at the weight limit for the division. A mini-me Ronnie Coleman, if you scaled him up to a 5'9" bodybuilder, there's nobody that could beat him. But unfortunately, his genetics, he's a 5'2". That doesn't mean he's not beating most of the people in the 212 division. And he's beaten someone in the open division. He's won an open show. He's been in 2 open shows. So he's beaten a number of open bodybuilders also. The problem is now, like I said, Keone has been referred to as, or he's been compared to in ways with Flex Wheeler as far as his genetic gifts. Shape, structure, flow, balance, proportion. The only thing he was really missing was the conditioning, which was always an issue for him. He brought in, well, the previous year on the Olympia stage, I think he placed 5th or 6th, but there was a good argument to place him a little higher. Showed improved conditioning from the past. This past Olympia, when he won the title, won the 212 title, he brought in a level of conditioning that we've never seen from him before. Yes, there is room for improvement, but Shaun brought in some issues of his own. I think if Shaun didn't have that gut issue, I'm not sure whether the level of, even with all of Keone's gifts, the level of conditioning that he brought to the Olympia last year would have been enough to take out Shaun. But Shaun did have those issues, Keone did bring in a good level of conditioning. What would it take for Shaun to win the title again? It's tough, and I'm not taking anything away from him. But Keone just has all these things going in his favor. Structurally, he's big. He's a bit bigger than Shaun, and Keone also has 10 more pounds to play with in the in the division. If he comes in, if he puts on more muscle, and he continues to improve on his conditioning, it's going to be really, really difficult for Shaun Clarida to overcome that. Maybe if he was a little bit taller, proportionally a little bit bigger, couldn't be too much bigger proportionally because he might be out of the way, his weight might bring him out of the division. He might have a better chance of taking out an improved Keone from what we saw last year. I think Keone is going to come in improved. I The only other way that it could work in Shaun's favor, I think that Steve Weinberger is going to really work these guys. He's going to work them hard. And that could become a problem for one or both of them. It's not easy up there posing. You're tensing every single muscle as hard, no matter what pose you're doing, you should be tensing every single muscle as hard as you can. And if Steve puts him through the ringer, like I think there's a good chance that he will, conditioning might play a big part in this. And I'm not just talking about body fat levels conditioning. I'm talking about cardiovascular conditioning. You can start out strong, but if he works you and you start fading, you start falling apart, and get winded up there, and ain't going to go too well for you. The way I see it, I think it's going to be a really good battle. Shaun has attitude. He walks out there on the stage like, this is my freaking stage. I own it. Get off my stage. And he brings that attitude, which brings a lot of excitement to the show. But at the end of the day, I see an improved Keone, probably a little bigger, probably a little better conditioning, and unfortunately, for Shaun Clarida, I don't see how he will be able to overcome that. Once again, it's going to be a good battle. It's going to be fun to watch, but I have Keone once again reigning supreme over Shaun Clarida. You can agree or disagree with anything I've said. Either way, let me know in the comments section. This is Michael Diamond. I'd like to thank you for watching Muscle Central.